Welcome to the final day of the boot camp. This is so exciting. We've made it this far. So welcome to everyone here today. So we are going to be talking today about self-emotional regulation. Okay, so we've definitely come a long way. We covered a lot in the last couple of days, and I know it can be a little bit overwhelming. So we are going to take it slow today and go through the material. Okay, so first I want to jump into the housekeeping items as per usual. So all of the recordings from our live sessions are uploaded into Kajabi within the portal. So if you have any trouble locating any of the lessons or have any questions on anything, feel free to shoot me an email. You can also leave a comment within our live session today and I can give you an answer right away. Also, if you have any questions regarding your own personal relationship situation or something about the material from the past couple of days, maybe you're going through the homework and just want some guidance, you can always feel free to shoot me an email as well. Or again, leave a comment in our live session today. My email is hello@wonderlust.com. You can also just respond to the email that I already sent to you in the past. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump right into the live session today. All right, so today is the final day. I know we've gone through a lot. Okay, so by this point, just a quick review. We started our boot camp with touching the wound. So we really went back into the past. We looked at the painful moment in which you went through the breakup, and we took a step into the most painful moment of your relationship, right? We understood your pain, understood your programming in general. So why certain memories keep popping up. We learn to reshift your focus or reprogram your subconscious mind using your conscious mind. And we learn how to choose a new thought to focus on. Okay, that isn't your ex, that isn't the relationship, that isn't the pain. Okay. And that thought to focus on is your 90-day plan. Okay. And we talked about that in the last session. So I know, like I said, it can be a little bit overwhelming, and I want to remind you, like I said on our first day of the session, that healing doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to. And if you force something to heal, it's not going to heal. Like, imagine sitting in a garden and just staring at something you just planted, like some carrots, right? The carrots aren't going to grow overnight, right? It takes time, it takes love, it takes the sunlight and the water, right, for the carrots to grow over time. So same thing with you. Like, look at yourself in that way. I know it's an interesting analogy, but just know it's like your healing process isn't going to happen overnight. And sometimes you don't see or feel the changes that are happening, like the small little changes on a day-to-day basis, but it is happening. You have to just believe and trust the process, okay? And use all the tips and tricks that we've gone through in the past couple of days as well. All right. So let's get into some of the material for today. All right. So when you were in a relationship with someone else, your ex, the person you were dating, acted as your secure base. Okay. So a secure base is essentially the base where you feel like you have this safe haven and a reassurance, right? Where you can take on any difficulties, any conflict, any challenges that life presents to you. Okay. So a secure base helps promote security, confidence, resilience, and helps you to just be whoever you want to be. Go after your dreams, do whatever you want, because you know that you have this secure base. So no matter what, you can go out, explore the world, do your thing, but you can always come back to the secure base and feel safe and secure, right? That's the point of the name, okay? So this basically it's programmed into your mind. Again, we're always talking about the programming because a lot of things are habits, okay? When you are a child, right? So your caretaker is basically watching over you. They're supposed to act as that secure base so that you as a child can go out, explore, have fun, and then come back, have a nice home, food, shelter, love, care, like everything, right? They are the secure base. So when you grow up and you enter into adult relationships, the secure base is still somewhat present for romantic relationships, but in a different sense, okay? So when you were in a relationship with your partner, they acted as your secure base. So when all of a sudden you were completely blindsided and this person just left you out of nowhere, not only did they just leave you, but you also left the secure base has just completely vanished. So now it's like, how do you function? Like, that probably was your first initial thought, like confused, sad, scared, maybe. It's like, how do you go on with your life? Like, what do you do? What's the point? Because this person was your secure base, and now you don't feel that ability to be creative and confident and do all of your things, right? So because of that, it's really important to realize that in order to heal, yes, it is very good to lean on your partner to have that secure base, but also learn to lean on yourself. Learn to be your own secure base so that if something crazy happens, you always have yourself. And also, when you are securely attached, you can also lean on your partner. And so it's like you can go either way, but you're not 100% leaning to this one person. Does that make sense? So, in today's lesson, I'm going to give you a couple of tips about what you can do to kind of help yourself regulate your own emotions, because many times the secure base, your partner, is supposed to, like, one of the tasks that they would do is regulate your emotions for you. So if you ever have like a bad day, or like something crazy is happening in your life, or like, you're running into this conflict, you would immediately go to your partner and they would calm you down and then maybe give you directions about what to do, which again probably was the same thing that happened to you when you were an infant, a child. Okay, you would go to your parents or caretaker and they would calm you down and give you a solution and be like, it's going to be okay, you're going to be fine, right? So it's really important to just take a step back and realize, okay, maybe that's what you were doing to your partner. And as a result, you can do this for yourself too, okay? But I really want to reiterate that it's important not to just 100% rely on yourself and just be your own person and never have relationships with anyone and never date anyone and just be with yourself, because obviously that's not the best way to live, right? And I mean, you can make up your own decisions, but that's not what I am promoting here. I really want you to know that you can lean on yourself, but you can also lean on other people, okay? So make sure there's a balance, and like that's the key, okay? So let's talk about emotional regulation and how that can work. There's a couple of steps that you can take in order to catch yourself and check yourself and redirect yourself, if you will. Okay. So the first one is whenever you feel like there's any sort of distress in your life or emotions, maybe you're thinking about your ex, maybe it's like, I miss this person, I want to call them, like you're all sad in your feelings. Okay. So what you need to do is stop yourself in that moment. Okay. And just ask yourself, like, why? Okay. We've talked about this in a previous bootcamp session, but just again, ask yourself why. Like, what is this thought in your head? And like, why did you randomly think about it? Like out of nowhere. You never said, like, I want to think about my ex right now. Like, you just randomly started thinking about them. Okay. So ask yourself why. Like, just catch yourself in the act, essentially. Okay. And then what you need to do is acknowledge those thoughts in your head. Okay. Acknowledge, like, yes, I understand there's a story that's rolling through my head right now, or yes, I understand that I'm thinking about my ex right now, or like whatever is going on. Acknowledge yourself. Okay. And then what you can do is notice what's going on in your body. Like, notice your body's reaction. So are you tense in certain places? Do you feel like you're cold or something like that? Because that could be a part of what you're feeling. Maybe that's just like a sickness within you. Maybe you actually do have a cold or something like that. Okay, so understand what's going on with your body. There's body diagram like charts where you can see if there is any sort of like pain within your body. There's actually a reason behind that pain. So if you want a diagram like that, I can go ahead and send that to you. But typically it's like, if you feel it in your shoulders, like you're just stressed out about something. So then just ask yourself, like, what is the stress? Okay. A lot of these questions are just like digging deep into why you feel a certain way and then how you handle it. Okay. Again, this is like you're parenting yourself. A lot of these things that I'm teaching are essentially very similar, but you're taking it from different angles. Okay. And then the next step is to notice what emotions are coming up, okay, and validate yourself. So if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking about my ex, oh my gosh, like I want them back. Okay, what are the emotions? Like, you're probably feeling sad. You're probably feeling like maybe you're just having a sad, lonely night. Like, that's what's going on. And so you just need to validate your own emotions. Like, okay, I'm just lonely right now. Okay, like I'm sad, I'm frustrated, this is annoying, and these are my emotions. Okay, that's wonderful. Validate yourself. Know that like it's okay to have emotions. Let them come out. Let them loose, essentially. Because if you just hold it in all the time and bottle it up, you're not going to feel good and you're going to burst one day. Okay. So notice those emotions and validate yourself, because essentially that's what you would be doing if you were going to your secure base and you'd be like, listen, this is how I feel. these are all my emotions, bleh, and just like let it out essentially, right? And you would expect your secure base, or like whoever you go to for, having that secure base, you'd expect them to calm you down and to regulate you and to be like, snap out of it, it's okay. Or just like validate you and be like, I get it, like that's okay. I see your feelings, but that's okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Then what you do after that is choose your regulation strategy. So this is different for everyone. I would really recommend trial and error and to see what works for you. But some examples of these strategies would be like, letting out the steam, but essentially like also reflecting and just like realizing what's going on in your mind and how to calm yourself down. So some examples of that would be going on a walk, journaling, or writing things out. What I like to do as well is I have like the video booth camera thing on my Mac. So I will just like record myself, talk to myself. It's almost as if it's like a therapy session, but like with yourself, and you're not talking to yourself, you're talking to the video, right? So it's like a journal and like a video journal. So you can talk to yourself in that way. You can go work out, just like let out steam that way. You can meditate as well, which is kind of hard in the beginning. So I don't know if I recommend that as like a first step, but for me, I found the way that I can like regulate my emotions and just let everything out and like feel calm again is a combination of all of them. So I can share what I do, and maybe something like that could inspire you. But I always first have to let out the steam. So I will go for a run as fast as I can until I can't feel anything, until my body's like super weak. And then when I return, I'll either do like more working out, like, toning, ab workout, that sort of thing. Or what I'll do is some sort of like breathing, breath work, like meditation situation. Okay. And then after that, if I really, really need to, I can always journal, write it out, or call a friend, call a family member, like call whoever I need to just vocally get it out of my system. Okay. And when you do that, or when you write it all down and you could see what the problem is and you come up with your own solution, you've essentially just regulated your own emotions, because now it's like you were crazy up here. You wanted to do all these things. You wanted to call them and get them back or whatever. And now you're calm, you're relaxed, you're making dinner, and everything's okay. Like, obviously, this person isn't in your life again, but you're okay. And that's the point. Okay. So those are some of the steps that you can take to emotionally regulate yourself. Okay. So just so you know, a lot of times if your secure base has gone, completely vanished because, obviously you went through a breakup, it could, and you're freaking out, it could be because you do have an anxious attachment style. Now, I don't know what your attachment style is, just, everyone watching our session today, but a lot of people that do watch my videos on TikTok are anxiously attached. Okay. And I do make a lot of my videos and cater them for people that are anxiously attached. Now, some of them are obviously about avoidantly attached people as well. You can have a mixture of both. So it's nice to know and understand like all of the different sides and angles. But I wanted to let you know that no matter what your attachment style is, it's never permanent. Okay. Like, you can always change your attachment style to become more secure. Okay. Like, you can start with being secure and then date someone that's avoidantly attached. And then all of a sudden you're like messed up. You're anxious. You're like, oh my God, where did this person go? And like, you need them, like you depend on them. Okay. And you can go from anxious then to secure from that moment in time. Okay. So just be aware of that, and don't be so hard on yourself, because I know it can be frustrating to be like, I'm anxious and like this person left me and like all these things are wrong with me. But it's like, no, you can always change yourself. You can always take a step into the right direction. Okay. And it's up to you to make that decision. And that's like really the most important step. Okay. So there was a quote I found from an article that shared studies have confirmed that 30% of people who undergo changes in their attachment style over various periods of time. So people who feel secure as children, like I just said, tend to feel more secure with their romantic partners as adults. So if you're a child and you are secure, you might just become secure, or you might stay secure when you're an adult as well, like when you're in adult relationships. But like I said, if you start dating someone that's not secure, then you could shift and then go back to being secure. So there's about 30% of people that do undergo that switch. So just like, that could be you. You could be a part of that switch and go from anxiously attached to securely attached. Okay. So when you do shift your attachment style and you do become more secure, you're basically shedding those old layers of yourself, and you're helping yourself to function better in the world, because if you're anxiously attached, it's really hard to form solid relationships with other people because of your attachment style. Okay. So I also want to say that, don't feel bad for depending on your partner so much. If you are anxiously attached, don't feel so bad for leaning on them so much and like counting on them and hoping that they would be your secure base. And like it probably felt like they were your secure base as well. Okay, because it's in your genetic makeup to choose a partner and just to be close to your partner and have that partner be your secure base. Like that is literally how we are programmed. Okay. So when you are secure, and I'll reiterate this one more time, when you are securely attached, okay, you will be your own anchor, okay? Your emotional regulation anchor. And so will your partner. It's like a perfect balance between the two, okay? And you will feel encouraged to go out into the world and to be yourself and to go follow your dreams and to do whatever you want to do, because again, you are your secure base and you can lean on other people when you need to, but you're never going to lean 100% again. Okay, because you have yourself, you know how to catch yourself, you know how to like calm yourself down. Okay. And that whole process, it takes time, but it is possible. Okay. That's literally what happened to me. I was extremely anxiously attached and it was very bad. I went through a very bad breakup. And that's why I started making all these videos on TikTok, because I was like sharing my story and sharing like this hurts like hell. And then when I started learning about attachment theory, about psychology, about relationships and dating, I was like, this makes sense. And not only did all that make sense, but I really took a step back and dug into my past and understood like why my programming was the way it was and slowly became secure. Okay. So with that said, I wanted to announce this very exciting program that I am launching. It is called Goodbye Situationships, Go from Anxiously Attached to Securely Attached. Okay. This is a 90-day accelerator program, and we will work together to understand where your attachment style came from initially, right? And how it affects you right now in the present day. So all of your learned habits, okay? We will work on boosting your self-confidence, which will help you to feel free and to feel like you are not attached to your past relationships or to certain people like your ex or maybe like even previous exes before that. Okay. I'll also guide you into developing a more securely attached attachment style. Okay. And you can, from that, you will be able to build long lasting, loving relationships, whether that is with your ex, if that is the route you want to take, or if it's with someone new, if you're over that finally after this boot camp and you just want to find someone new. Okay. So this program is, we will have 3 monthly live coaching calls. So we will talk about everything from attachment theory to dating advice to ensure everyone is, on the right path within their dating journey or within their own self-reflection journey. Okay. And then we will have multiple one-on-one sessions. Okay. So we will have 3 dissolve your anxiety breakthrough sessions, which will be again one-on-one with me. There will also be a create rock solid boundaries workshop. There is a deep rooted anxious conditioning workshop. There is a dream partner workshop. There is a secure life audit workshop. And there's also a community of like-minded people that are also wanting to improve themselves and making an effort into finding a partner that is secure as well. Okay, so within that community, you might even find someone that is a perfect match for you. Who knows, right? So that community is growing, it is thriving, and it's amazing. And then there'll also be a texting guide to secure a relationship with a secure person. So if you're like, how do I text people and make sure they're not avoidant, or how do I see if they are secure? I have the texting guides for you. And there's also tools to track your progress as well. So make sure you're on the path to success. So that 90-day plan that we came up with in the past yesterday, actually, that will be something that we will keep track of together. So I will give you a tool that you can see how far you are going and progressing, okay? There's also personalized chat via Voxer. So if you want to message me, like instant message me, you have access to me 5 days a week, and I can ask any questions. There's also email support for all of your administrative requests as well throughout being in the program, okay? So For you guys watching this boot camp, and if you're excited about this program, it's 90 days again, so it's like 3 months. It's crazy. I am going to give everyone who joined our boot camp for these past 7 days a special gift and discount as well. So if you sign up within the next 24 hours, you will get 20% off of the entire thing. Okay. And you will get a free one-on-one session with me to go over any of your relationship problems or any of your like existing, breakup situation. If you want to like spill all the tea and get my advice, you will have that one-on-one session with me for free if you sign up for this program within the next 24 hours. Okay. So if you are excited about this program and you want to sign up, you want to secure that deal, 20% off the entire thing, and then that free one-on-one session with me as well, have to sign up again next 24 hours. If you're interested, please respond to the email I will go ahead and send out, and you can sign up. I will send you a link, and then we can secure the deal, which is very exciting. And we will start that program in December, it's coming up. We're already, I feel like November flies by. So if you are interested in that, again, please let me know through email and I will go ahead and send you that link, okay? Again, 20% off the entire program and a free one-on-one session with me as well. And this limited time deal will last for the next 24 hours, okay? So I am so excited to announce that, you guys. It's going to be great. So I will end this bootcamp session with a quote as per usual, okay? So the quote is, "Life is like a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." Okay, and that's a quote by Albert Einstein. Keep moving, you guys. Keep going, keep working at it, keep developing yourself, and know that it's all going to be okay. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining this 7-day boot camp. I hope you guys got a ton of value out of all these days. Again, the recording for today will be uploaded within Kajabi, as well as some of the homework advice that you can take on. And if you have any questions about any of the material, please feel free to respond to the email I will send out to you. And again, if you are interested in the program going from anxiously attached to securely attached, saying goodbye to situationships forever, please feel free to respond to the email as well and secure that limited time deal. Again, 20% off and that free one-on-one session. It's going to be amazing. Okay. All right. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Okay.